guys, thanks for joining the show. Let's jump right in, honey. We got some updates. I'm happy to hear about this particular update. Let's take this down and let's jump on into this tea. How y'all doing? Happy Thursday to everyone. Let's jump in. Oh, I hate these posts where these damn pop-ups be up. Let's get into it, honey. Let's get into it. I told you guys I would give y'all all the updates as related to this Jarvis Butts case with Naziah. There has been an update as of today. All right. Jarvis Butts, you guys. Jarvis Butts in the whole Naziah case. Y'all remember we talked about this? Jarvis Butts pleads guilty in the unaliving of Naziah Harris and the sexual assault in 5 other cases, which you all know are minors, correct? All right, so let's go ahead and watch this. Shout out to WXYZ News. Okay, let's go.
And now back to a critical hearing today for the man accused of killing a Detroit teenager. The final witness was on the stand today as Jarvis Butts waits to find out if he will stand trial for her murder. Naziah Harris was last seen January 9th of last year. 41-year-old Jarvis Butts is charged with her murder and sexual assault in connection with her disappearance. 7 News Detroit reporter Darren Cunningham in court today as prosecutors were calling more witnesses.
The 24th and final witness is currently on the stand in the Jarvis Butts preliminary hearing. But we also heard from Wayne County's deputy medical examiner.
Did you see anything in there that would have caused Naziah to die naturally?
No.
Wayne County's deputy medical examiner says he reviewed Naziah Harris's medical records, but the defense took exception to that testimony, considering the fact her body has not been recovered.
So if you don't have a body, you can't really opine as to whether a person is in fact deceased, fair to say?
Correct.
Okay.
Detroit Police Sergeant Shannon Jones, the 24th and final witness of the preliminary exam, explained how she inherited the case from the Detroit Public Schools Police Department and the red flags that stood out to her from the start.
Number one, she's never been missing before. There's been no updates on any of her social media, which is very uncommon for a young child or juvenile. They're addicted to those. There had been a last known contact that she had possibly met somebody, is what we were informed, that there was a text message.
Jones discussed the search of the River Rouge area, where clothing items like this shoe, later determined to match one belonging to Harris, were found. The sergeant says investigators executed at least 20 search warrants in the case, including electronic devices belonging to Butts. They say they found questionable Google searches from December 2023, a month before Harris disappeared. The searches surround the belief that Butts impregnated Harris and that he tried to cover his tracks.
What's visited, it's Drink Me and Abort Your Baby, the Herbal Abortion Tea by Maya. And the site visited is PlannedParenthood.org/learn/abortion/the abortion pill.
Sergeant Jones will be back on the stand at 10 a.m. Outside 36th District Court, Darren Cunningham, 7 News Detroit.
Thank you, Darren. To another.
All right, y'all hear that? So that's the update with that. That is the update with that. So let's continue reading. Jarvis Butts, the man charged in connection with the unaliving and sexual assault of 13-year-old Naziah Harris, has pleaded guilty in the case and several others. Now, the 42-year-old was charged last year in connection with Harris's unaliving and sexual assault in other cases. He was set to go to trial in the Harris unaliving and sexual assault case later this month. As part of the plea deal, several charges were dropped in each of those cases, including the sexual assault charge in the Naziah Harris case. Okay. We'll watch it.
In a world that doesn't always play fair.
Let's get past the ad. I want to give you guys as much information as I can on this because it's been a while since we've heard an update on this case. So I want to give you guys all the avenues that we can.
Today for the man accused of killing a Detroit teenager. The final witness was on the stand today as Jarvis Butts waits to find out if he will stand trial for her murder. Naziah Harris was last seen January 9th of last year. 41-year-old Jarvis Butts is charged with her murder and sexual assault in connection with her disappearance. 7 News Detroit reporter Darren Cunningham in court today as prosecutors were calling more witnesses.
The 24th and final witness is currently.
Why are they showing the same video? Yeah. Okay, so that's the same video. Sorry, guys. Let's continue reading. According to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office, Butts has pleaded guilty in 6 cases to second-degree unaliving. Ooh, 4 counts of second-degree criminal sexual conduct and 1 count of third-degree criminal sexual conduct. Now, the prosecutor's office says that the sentencing agreement are part of the plea deal. All right. It follows 35 to 60 years for second-degree unaliving, 10 to 15 years for 4 counts of second-degree criminal sexual conduct, 10 to 15 years for 1 count of third-degree criminal sexual conduct, all to be served concurrently. So he will never see the light of day again. And I think he knew that he was not going to get out of this, and he could not lie his way out of it. It was too much evidence. They had found evidence in his phone, conversations where he was telling her to abort the baby. Why would he be telling her to do that unless he was trying to cover his crimes? Okay. He was also said to have also sexually assaulted his own birth daughter, who was the same age or around the same age as Naziah as well, which she also cooperated and gave testimony as well. So he is scheduled to be sentenced on March the 12th. Butts was reportedly dating Naziah's aunt, who also has 5 children with him, as we all know. Shannon Harris testified that after her niece went missing, she found inappropriate Instagram messages between Naziah and Butts. Naziah's body has never been found, but prosecutors alleged that Butts unalived the teen after he found out she was pregnant with his child. Prosecutors also charged Butts in other cases. He was for the alleged sexual assault of now 20-year-old woman when she was 8 years old and now 10 and also 10 years old. Says that Butts had just been released from prison after serving nearly 10 years for sexually assaulting another child. So this is something he has continuously done. This young girl was 8 years old, and then he did it again at 10. Let's continue. He was also charged in a case where he allegedly sexually assaulted a 12-year-old girl in the spring of 2013 at a home in Allen Park. He's a monster. All right. So he will be sentenced March the 12th, as you guys saw, 35 to 60 years. For first degree unaliving, second degree unaliving, 10 to 15 years for 4 counts of second degree criminal sexual conduct, 10 to 15 years for 1 count of third degree criminal sexual conduct, and all will be served concurrently. And his sentencing again will be March the 12th. All right. Let's look at this, because this is something that I was sent in conjunction to this case. This is so crazy, y'all. I always hate to see shit like this, but let's get into it, because I said I was going to keep you guys informed of what's going on. So here's a timeline. Shout out to, and this person actually posted it first, so let me give them their credit for bringing this to the YouTube streets first. Okay, well, for the Instagram streets. Shout out to Ratchet TV for that, because that's where I first saw it. Okay, so according to 9/8 of 2025, it was a witness list filed in this case with Jarvis Butts. Okay, 9/15 of 2025, a defense response to motion. 9/15 of 2025, proof of service was filed. 9/16 of 2025, a motion hearing at 10 a.m. where Judicial Officer Hathaway Nicholas J. was also present. 9/16, heard and granted, order signed and filed. 9/16 as well, proof of service was filed. A motion to adjourn was also on 9/16. On 9/17, there was a motion hearing. As we all know, a jury trial was rescheduled from 10/6 to 2/23 of 2026. 10/6 of 2025, it was canceled. Then there was a jury trial for 9 a.m. Case disposed, order previously entered, case disposed again. 12/5 of 2025, there was a pretrial. There was another pretrial on 1/23 of 2026. On 2 of 26, a witness list was also filed. Proof of service was filed again on 2/2 of 2026. On 2/12 of 2026, well, I can't say that. Pretrial at 9:30. On 2/12, a plea of guilty was accepted. That's today. Okay, that's a timeline today of a guilty plea where Jarvis Butts pled guilty to the unaliving of Naziah. Now, why he won't tell them where the fucking body is so crazy to me, right? Like, he's pleading guilty, but he's still not giving up where her fucking body is. So, dude, give her body up so that her family can rest, so they can give her a proper burial, and let them rest in peace, right? I do feel like a few of them family members need to be arrested. Okay, Shannon, you and that twin sister with y'all ugly selves, y'all asses need to be arrested. That grandma need to be arrested, okay? A few other people. The guy that worked at the shop with Jarvis Butts, your ass need to be arrested as well, okay? Let's continue on 2/23/2026 will be the jury trial, but you guys can see that's when they're supposed to be sentencing. Well, jury trial 2/23/26, but then on March the 12th, as we all know, is when he will be sentenced. Okay, that's him. You can look at his eyes and tell he's gone. He's gone. You can look at his eyes. I always say you can look at that person's eyes. The eyes is the window to a person's heart. He has a very dark soul, and you can see it in his eyes. Okay, let's move along. Let's move along. Let me share that back because it was something else on there I wanted to share. I don't need trigger. Y'all can sound off on what y'all think about that. That's the most recent update on Jarvis Butts' case, though. Okay. As I get more updates, I will definitely be back to give you guys those updates. Let's get into this Towanda news. As you guys know, the reason that they are canceling Braxton Family Values, one is because Tamar doesn't want to come back. Tamar, of course, y'all know is the show. She's so animated. A lot of people do tune in to see her, as well as Tony, right? Ultimately, when they were first getting the show together, the network did not want to move forward with Braxton Family Values until Toni Braxton decided that she would be on the show, because forever she was saying no, 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 she didn't want to do it. But until she agreed, they decided that the show would not move forward until Toni agreed. But here's an update on that as of 5 hours ago. Reports are continuing to circulate that Towanda, okay, was upset behind the scenes after the Braxtons was canceled, allegedly feeling that there was still so much to show and tell, and that the show deserved a season 3. Well, she didn't damn show nothing, okay, but her ass. Now, insiders claim that once Tamar Braxton decided not to return, producers and executives chose to pull the plug completely. Because as we all know, Towanda and Trina and that mama, okay, cannot carry the show. Y'all know if Tamar's not on the show, Toni is not going to do it either. So the two of them could not carry this show, so much so to where the ratings would be where they needed to be, okay, to keep the show on air. So sources also suggested that Towanda was frustrated over pay disparities, as Tamar and Toni Braxton were reportedly the highest paid sisters. Well, Tamar should be one of the highest paid because she was executive producer. She's the one, she and Vince put up the money for the show. And of course, Toni was also a producer of the show, and she put up some money to get the show on air as well. Towanda, you gave nothing. You showed up and you still gave nothing, okay? The only thing you did was show up to the set to film. That's it. So for you to be the maddest when you gave the least, girl, sit back, okay? It says that a result of them hiring attorneys and negotiating stronger contracts from the beginning. It says that Tamar later jumped into the comments writing that she was praying for every family that has a Towanda. I told you guys that, right? Which only intensified online speculations. Said the fans have also resurfaced claims that Tamar previously loaned Towanda, as we all know, $35,000. We all saw that, correct? Tamar has also co-signed that by saying it on the show, and she said it also on social media that she loaned Towanda $35,000 in order to get her down payment for her home, at which Towanda has never paid her back. And she also, I saw, and I showed you guys as well on court documents where Towanda tried to file the $35,000 on a recent bankruptcy that she filed, and that was declined. Adding more layers to the alleged tension. Now, while much of this remains based on reports and social media chatter, the situation has reignited debate about family business and what truly led to the show's end. So we will not be seeing the Braxtons on our TV screens anytime soon, unless they renegotiate, unless Tamar decides she wants to come back. Y'all know before, Tamar has said she was never coming back to the show, and she did. So maybe she's just mad at her sisters right now. She needs a little break from them, and that's okay, because sometimes family can stress you the hell out. But Towanda is the dark cloud over this family right now, okay? I feel like Tamar is still mad about this $35K that Towanda will not pay her back, and still try to get around paying it by putting it on bankruptcy, which the courts declined it. She also owes Trina thousands of dollars as well. I think it's $12,000 that Trina owed her. I mean, Trina paid her or loaned her, and she hasn't paid Trina back either. So Towanda, get your life, okay? Get your life. What do y'all think? Let's move along. Moving right along. Let's get into someone else. We haven't talked about this person in a while. Shout out to the girls are fighting, because baby, they are fighting. Oh my God. Thank y'all for joining. I see my top flights in the building. Thanks for being here. Ooh, child. All right. I'm gonna need that 35K though. If I loan you 35K, I'm gonna need that back. Sister or no sister. Like, bitch, give me my money for real. Okay. Now that right there, we'll have to go to probably like court or something like that, get my money. I'm gonna take your ass to court. We might have to do a little street justice. I prefer street justice, okay? Because that's quicker. In court, you gotta wait for a court date and all that. Street justice, knock it on out. Right. So shout out to the girls who fighting. Kimora Lee Simmons, you guys, is refusing to leave the $25 million mansion bought with ex-husband's stolen money. Girl, you better get out of their house. Well, you be in some charges as well, okay? You better go over there and live with Russell. So according to the New York Post, Kimora Lee Simmons has spent 5 years living in a $25 million Beverly Hills mansion bought with stolen money from the 1MDB scandal by her estranged now ex-husband, disgraced banker Tim Lesnar. Okay, he had a lot of fraud claims on him, you guys, and this is who Kimora married, and she also has a child with him. Now, court documents say that she hasn't paid a single bill and is reportedly refusing to leave. Girl said that she is claiming that her estranged husband sold the property fraudulently and without authority to real estate moguls, the Rubin brothers. It says that the 7-bedroom estate, which sits on a 3.7 acres in the heart of Beverly Hills, can be seen, at least from the outside, in her current reality show. Now, she has a reality show called Kimora Back in the Fab Lane, okay? I haven't been watching that. I don't have a desire to, but so that's what's going on. So her husband is definitely facing a lot of prison time for a lot of fraudulent things that he's done, dealing with money and other things. He's been in a lot of scandals, and she's kind of been named in some of this, but she's not, that I know of, guilty of it. It's her husband. But, you know, guilty by association because she's with him. But she's refusing to move out of this house, which now she is in the news. Girl, I would just move. It's really not worth it. If he is doing some slick shit with some money, and that's Fed stuff, you don't want to be involved in no Fed stuff, and your pretty ass be locked up over him. Like, let it go, honey. Get your kids, and y'all move somewhere else, right? Child. Let's get into this funky Dineva news. Let me close my door, guys. Hold on. Oh, Lord. Hold on. All right. Next topic. This is a pop-in, guys, so I'm not going to hold you guys long. We're going to pop in to give you this news, and I'm going to pop on up out of here. I may have to go on Rails World and put up one over there as well. We'll see. All about the tea. Shout out to you, love. Okay. So Funky Dineva claims, and we kind of talked about this morning a little bit in Car Chronicles, but Funky Dineva claims that Todd Tucker cheated with a woman named Helen, as we told you guys this morning, and Candy confronted the lady. Oh, because let me find out Candy done pulled up on the side piece and whatnot. So Funky Dineva claims that Todd Tucker allegedly stepped out with a woman named Helen and says that Candy Burns didn't stay silent about it. According to him, Candy allegedly confronted the woman directly. Ooh, let's get this tea, okay?
He was entertaining other women, and the bitch name was Helen.
Oh, come on, Helen. We both drinking. Child.
Remember when Hannah came? I said it started with an H, and Hannah said, "Can you please get on the internet? Can you please get on the internet and clear it up? Because these people think it was me." It wasn't Hannah, it was Helen.
Y'all know he's very animated.
Now, Helen, I got all your demographic information. I ain't gonna be the one to put the shit out there, because I am pretty sure the same emails that I got are the same emails.
Y'all hear that?
He was entertaining other women, and the bitch.
Y'all hear that? So Funky Dineva seems to say that Candy confronted this lady. There's emails and all this other information out there. He seems to have all of this info. I really wish he'd go ahead and drop tea. Like, why are you protecting this person? Do you know her? Are you related to her? Is she like a friend of yours? Does she run in your circles? Like, what is your allegiance to this side piece? Like, fuck her. Put the information out there. You already started talking about, you already gave her name. So damn, right? I wouldn't be holding on no information. If somebody send me some hot tea like that, I'm telling everything from A to Z, and I'm gonna whip right back around and go back through A to Z. Like, I'm giving it all, right? Why are we protecting this side piece? I don't know the conversation between Candy and this alleged individual named Helen. Okay. I don't know if Candy was on this right here, because we do know Candy would turn up. We saw her on Real Housewives of Atlanta where she was doing the whole "I drag her, bitch. I drag her." I want to see if she was on that mode, right? Y'all know I love a little mess, honey. Shout out to All About the Tea, because that's what Funky Dineva has said. All right. Y'all know he running them circles. Child don't never do nothing around Funky, though, because he will tell you business. I keep saying it. Don't ever do nothing around Funky, honey, because he will spill your tea. Let's get into this Quad news of her fake ass. Oh, I can't take her. All right, so Quad reveals that her eggs, girl, did not develop and says that she feels stupid not to listen to Dr. Jackie and Dr. Damn Simone. All right, so it said that the emotions are felt from who? As Quad is hard on herself after her eggs did not develop from her IVF process. See, that was the Lord stopping you because you stole somebody's storyline. Okay, shout out to Sweet Tea. You stole Sweet Tea's storyline, and then you blocked her bag and Dr. G bag and brought your ass on the show with this fake ass boyfriend of yours who don't give a hot boiling damn about you, because he can talk shit about you all over social media. Okay, all up and down these social media streets. Yes, he did. That's the Lord blocking you, girl. God do not like ugly, and that was ugly. All 3 syllables. Ugly. All right, let's play.
There's no
I got something I need to tell y'all.
Right.
Go ahead. Shh.
Can we finish this Meg Allen?
No, she got something to say.
So we done with the Meg Allen?
Yes.
Y'all pardon me if my facial expression says I don't give a damn, okay?
Why?
Yes.
What was wrong? What was wrong? What was wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?
I'm going through this IVF process. It has been tough. We worked very, very hard to get eggs. Things seem to have been working well.
Now, Quad, didn't you say on the show you got like 48 some odd eggs, and then you flew your ass to Ghana? Okay, didn't you say that on the show? You hyped that man up, making it seem like you had all these eggs, child. You had dozens and dozens of eggs just stacked up down there at the IVF bank. Okay. Now you sitting on here ugly crying. Like your story not adding up. Like, girl, were you fertile or not? Was your egg scrambled or not?
Began to fertilize. But none of them made it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel so low, y'all.
This is the hard part of being your friend's doctor, because right now I want to maintain my doctor role and keep my face straight and not drop a tear. But oh, as a friend, my heart's breaking.
I feel so stupid for the years that I had. Listen, for the years that I had, that I did not go and freeze my eggs like you were telling me, and you were telling me for the years I had, y'all. And I completely missed the mark.
Juan, I told you quit going backwards. Yeah. Go forward. You can't blame yourself. And you were never in control of it. You were never in control of it.
I knew how bad she wanted this. I know how much she wants to be a mother. I think things happen for a reason, and I think that in the end, she'll be a mother.
And this is not over. No. We're going to keep fighting. We're going to keep praying. We're going to pull it together. We're going to support you like you need. There's no need.
I got something I need to tell you.
Y'all can sound off. I have no commentary on that. All right, next topic. Because I don't want to say the wrong thing. But Quad, I will say this. It's kind of your karma, love. You got to receive that. It's kind of your karma for the way you did Sweet Tea. And I stand on that. I will continue to say it. And that's all my commentary on that. I don't got no more for you, baby. I don't. I really don't. Moving on. Okay, moving on. If I say what I want to say, yeah, it's not going to be nice. Moving right along, OMFG Reality TV. Shout out to Karen Huger, the Grand Dame. Kind of look good right here. And I like her in this orange. Girl, you might not want to wear no more orange, though, because you was already in orange. But this is cute orange, all right? All right, so Real Housewives of Potomac's honey, Karen Huger, speaks out on the Sherry Shepherd show on her little interview. So let's get into it. She speaks about going to jail and all of that. Let's get into Karen.
And I am so happy and so at peace right now to be on the other side of it, but so grateful to sit here and to tell my truth.
Right.
So thank you.
Well, you know, because I can understand like being at peace and telling your truth. But what you went through is very serious.
Well, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that because some of the scrutiny was they don't think I've gone to jail. They think I had a facelift instead and went on vacation.
Well, what was it like being in jail?
Let's talk about that because I wasn't in jail. I was not in federal. I was not, and so I didn't have the cushy white collar situation. I had hardcore. I was on a metal bed. Facing a cold cement wall for 6 months.
Right.
So let's take away the laughter of that. That's a reality.
Yeah.
And I don't want anyone to experience what I experienced, but I wasn't alone. So I made it through and me and God just had a good old time dancing together in there.
And when you were in there, because like
I never heard nobody say they danced with the Lord in jail. That's a new one. Go ahead.
You said you and God made it through. It wasn't, anybody who's been to jail. Hell, I served 8 days, not even near 6 months. But even sitting there, and I'm not making light of what you went through, but even sitting there in that time, it just was, it hit me.
It does.
When I was in there. Sherry, you did something wrong, and this is why you're here.
Let's talk about that too, because look, I want to be clear, crystal clear. No one should drink and drive. I was wrong. Okay? Absolutely dead wrong. I'm so grateful no one was killed. No other person was hurt.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful to be alive. I could have died. There's so many gratitudes, but yeah, the reality of being inside is your liberties are gone. It's a humbling experience.
Yeah.
But it's an empowering experience if you don't fight it. If you take it for what it's supposed to be, which is to better you and to continue on my healing of addiction. That was really important. I couldn't understand. The timing was just surreal. I'm coming out of treatment where I think I'm healed. And I continue treatment inside.
So you got treatment inside?
I did. When I say I was teaching the classes, that was treatment. I was also learning. I taught NA and AA.
And not only, and so I want to say this, Karen, I'm a fan. But how were you teaching the class when you were in jail?
Only a person, I'm sorry for cutting across you, but only a person who has experienced what I experienced can teach it. You can have an opinion about it, but you really don't know what I went through. And so you really don't know why I felt compelled to lend myself to, and I say there's a lot of younger women in the county jail with me, because if I could stop one from coming back through that door, I've done my job. And no, I am a mama bird. So that didn't change. It just brought it out more in me. So I am the best teacher because I have the experience. I have the degree in that.
So being in jail for the 6 months, I remember watching you on Andy Cohen. You're very open. You're very open about being in recovery and staying sober.
Yeah.
So now you got a lot of attention on you. The triggers that made you go to this alcohol to get in the car and drink and drive. Like you said, somebody could have been killed.
Yeah.
You could have been killed. How are you handling that now?
Each day, one day at a time. You put one foot in front of the other. You don't look at it like a whole pie and try to put it in your mouth at once. I take it one day at a time. I'm not telling you that I don't feel it. I feel it, but I serve a mighty God. And so, yeah.
It's interesting you say that you serve a mighty God. I feel the way I feel. But that never hit you before you stepped into the car all those other times.
You can't speak for me though, Sherry, because
I'm not speaking for you. I'm just asking.
It did hit.
Come on, Karen, checking Sherry.
Me. It did hit me, but sometimes we run away from our reality. Okay. And I was running. And that was my choice.
Right.
I heard, I just didn't listen. Okay. And I knew I was running out of energy. I had family that said, Karen, you need to take a break. Just take a break. And sometimes you don't take a break, somebody will take a break for you.
That is very true.
And that is what happened to me. And I am so happy and so.
This is what accountability. I like this for you, Karen, because this is what accountability looks like. Fuck what Robin was saying. Robin, girl, shut up. You never take accountability. This right here is accountability. Karen is standing in her truth. Karen is being transparent. Karen is saying, I did this and I was wrong for doing what I did. So I like that. I love whoever's advising her. Okay. Whoever her advisors are, thank you. But I think they prepped her very well so that she doesn't sit up here and appear to be the victim versus the person who sits up here and is very transparent and owns the fact that she was wrong in doing what she did and could have unalived somebody. So I'm glad she vocalized those words. Okay, I'm happy she did it. This was a great interview, and she checked Sherry. Like, you can't speak for me, Sherry. I know that's right. Tell your own story, because nobody can tell it better than you when you lived it. Okay, so shout out to Karen, honey. Y'all can never make me hate Karen, even though she did have her, several DUIs. It is what it is. People make mistakes, people fall, honey, but get on back up, right? So thank you, Karen, and shout out to Sherry. Shout out to OMFG Reality TV for that post. That's it for this video, you guys. Yeah, that's it, guys, for this video. I will be back again because it is still early. I'll be back again because I don't got to work tomorrow, so I could be just a little late, just a little bit, and bring you guys some more news. Yeah, I love Karen. Y'all cannot make me hate Karen. Okay, I'm happy she's getting her life together. Hopefully, she and Ray are going to counseling, marital counseling, so they can fix that as well, because she was talking about she was feeling a little depressed and all of that. So when you deal with all that, sometimes it can make you drink, and some people turn to drugs and so many other things. So shout out to Karen for realizing where the issue is and doing what she needs to do to get over it. All right. Shout out to my top flight mods, though, Rose Armstead, Tiffany Thomas, and True TV Podcast. Thank you to all of my content creators that stopped by here as well. Shout out to all of my Caramelians. Please don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the video, or channel rather, hype up the video, you guys. I appreciate all of the support. Thank you, guys. Until the next video, guys. Bye.